Um, we just didn't make the plays when they're there. I feel like we had a good plan. So did they, but it comes down to just executing.
Can you walk us through the last play, fourth and four?
Just trying to get a underneath route coming through. Expecting some sort of pressure. They like to blitz when it's a critical down, but just. I think the details of, we have to have the rub route, and partially that's on me. And so we just have to, do our job each play.
It looked like Odell may have possibly been open down the left side on the fourth floor.
No, it's one thing to be able to take a shot like that on a 4th and 4, but we felt like we had something good drawn up, and that we should have executed.
And what did you see, or everything from your perspective
When I looked over, the ball was crossed. I'm sure the TV copy showed how they turned my body a little bit, and I did have, the ball was a little bit closer to, the measurement than I think what it was portrayed. It's a tough one. I told Freddie to challenge it because I was pretty sure that I got it, he has full trust in me, and I said I got it, but they didn't have enough evidence to overturn it.
Baker, you've always been really good in the red zone. Last year your stats, second year the low one,
Mm-hmm.
so good. I'm sure Oklahoma way that score was that. What's going on? It's like you've been there, and you know how to get the ball in the end.
No, I'd say teams are playing us a little bit different. We just have to take what's there. I think there's just, execution and taking what's there. They're not going to give us some of the one-on-one shots that, we had last year. It's a different team. Teams are playing us differently. So we just have to be able to execute.
You upon yourself last week to help hold guys more accountable, and I'm sure you're playing more global in practice and things like that. And it seems like a lot of those things did get cleaned up and they went better. So how disconcerting is it to come in here, clean up some of those things, and then still not be able
Come
to
out with a win. Yeah. No, I think that we addressed our problems of the self-inflicting wounds, stuff to hurt us. I think we were a lot better on penalties, obviously. The pre-snap stuff, guys got lined up and did their job for the most part. Obviously, we'll look at the tape, but that's the frustrating part is, we cleaned our problem up that we said we were going to address, and then still didn't come out with a win. But it just goes to show that we have to be able to do our job and then make the plays when they're there. It's, the little things that have been getting us beat that, we have to be able to put those behind us. That it should be a no-brainer that we don't have any pre-snap penalties and things like that, and so that we can just go out and play and execute.
How do you deal with 2 and 6, especially when there's so many high expectations?
Singular focus on the next week ahead. Look at the film, see exactly what happened. Obviously we know not getting touchdowns in the red zone is the biggest problem, but we'll see exactly why. Address that and singular focus moving forward. Another AFC opponent next week, and a good one at that.
Baker, supposedly Odell said, from that report that he said, I can't get the ball for the life of me after the game. Do you feel like you guys need to be getting the ball more to Odell when you see him make catches like those 2 amazing catches that he made?
Yeah, no, I think we made a step in the right direction of, even though teams are going to, bring coverage over the top, still, finding ways to get him the ball. I think obviously, we see what type of game-changing plays that he can make. You have to continue to try and get him the ball, but at the same time, when teams do want to take, numbers, we have to play the numbers game a little bit, and he understands that. He's frustrated because we're losing. We all are. So, we understand that. To take his quote that he said, he always wants to be, the answer and the solution to the problem. And so, I understand that. I wish I could be able to help it out more, and we'll continue to find ways to get him the ball.
With all the expectations and not 2 and 6, obviously, just the nature of the beast. Freddie's job security is a topic. What's your level of confidence?
It's a topic for you guys. I think within our building, we know exactly what's wrong. We haven't executed. I think, like I said earlier, we had a good plan. We just haven't executed it. So we'll see, how the guys handle it this week. But it's got to be a singular focus. Our preparation the past few games has been unbelievable, and so we need to continue that. And the type of men that we have, I said it weeks ago or whenever it was, months ago, that we're going to stick together. We're going to keep pushing forward. So this is obviously very frustrating, but got to move forward.
There's a statistic that teams starting 2-6 since division realignment in 2002 haven't made the playoffs. What's your mindset in terms of being able to realistically get this thing turned around and make that run you want to make?
Stats like that are meant to be broken, and the guys within our building are going to be, highly focused and highly detailed on doing their job. And so going forward, it's got to be a singular focus, like I keep saying. We don't need to look up till we're at the very end and have no regrets about how we attacked and finished the season.
I know Nick Chubb ran hard and had some plays.
Mhm.
His overall numbers were great. It seemed like they were doing a lot to take him away.
Mhm.
What did they do, and did that open other things up, or did there other options?
No, yeah, I was pretty shocked when I looked up and saw the amount of rushing yards we had, because I felt like we had more. Nick ran very well. Van ran very hard. The Nick Chubb way that we always see. They did a good job of rolling guys down or keeping safeties low, and they did a good job playing physical up front in critical downs. Other than that, I think we ran the ball well.
Did you feel that early on your throws were a little hard and high? And if so, did you feel like you settled in, or all about your night?
They said that our receivers, came back and said they were coming out a little hot, so I toned it down a little bit. But that's just something, when they're there, the plays need to be made. But I understand that from them.
Knowing how hard it is for a first-time starting quarterback to go into a game and be successful, what can you say about what Brandon Allen was able
Yeah.
to do tonight?
He played well. He managed the game very well, made the throws. I think, the touch on some of his passes was great. I think he saw the field well. At times, he delivered the critical passes that they needed, and they ran the ball well with Philip Lindsay. And obviously, Cortland Sutton played well on the outside. He did a great job, so I commend him for that.